Hello, my name is Daryl Parks, and today I will be teaching you how to draw Elmo. And of course, that's a silly concept, but it's definitely a reason for everything. Starting off with the materials, I have a number 2 pencil. Well, it's a mechanical pencil, uses 0.7 lead. Basically, one of my favorite ways to draw is with the mechanical pencil, just due to the mere fact that the lead is easy breakaway. We're not pressing too hard when we're drawing, and when you break the lead, it's a sharper tip every time. So it's a personal recommendation, but always pick your favorite. If you have your own special drawing kit, pencils even better. But this is of course about $1, maybe $2 for a whole pack, so it's more than definitely worth the deal. And of course you will need the stencil or what you're drawing, and like I said before, it will be Elmo, and that's all you need for your materials. Okay, well, first step, I'll always like to start the sketch just a light, remember, very light drawing, a little oval shape. Just, you want to push too hard, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to get your starting point ready, and you wanted to make it light just because of the fact you can always go back, erase, and it won't cause too much damage on your work that you just started with. And then you kind of want to, of course, as you go on, you're going to make it darker so it's more seen. And when you feel like you have your perfect shape or perfect boundary that you want made, you'll darken it up just a little bit, trace over it, get familiarized with the shape that you made. And me, I feel comfortable with this, so now I'm gonna try to draw the straightest line possible in the middle, both ways, horizontal and vertical, just to break the shape into sections and try to get a most evened out drawing of eyes, nose, hair even. And like I said again, and I will always constantly remind you, remember to draw light, because this will be erased. You don't want a horizontal and vertical line throughout your picture while you're showing others. Based off the picture, Elmo's eyes is about right here, 1 and 2. And then you have his very big nose connected right in the middle. So I'm gonna follow the boundaries. This is the middle. So I'm gonna just draw a little circle. And again, it doesn't have to go perfect, because there's no reason to be perfect, but you're just gonna try to familiarize yourself with the shape you're making and go based off that. And I'm gonna be working on the other eye. And I may have went too dark, but I am honestly not upset with what I got so far. So we're going to move on to the next step. And with this picture, I basically see Elmo's nose almost overlapping his eyes, which is crazy because I never noticed that before. So next step, we're going to start drawing his nose. It's just another oval, a little crooked if you ask me, but ain't nothing we can't fix. And honestly, As long as you practice your shapes and drawing your shapes, you'll always be okay. Maybe a little rounder. It's more my sitting, but see, as I mentioned before, as long as you draw light, it's barely noticeable to notice any mistakes that was recently made, especially if you go up and beyond and decide to color your stencil. All right. And now based off this, I am now going to start working on Elmo's hair. I'm seeing now that from the look of his eyes, I might have to bring this circle down just a little bit more. Maybe down here. Just slimming it out, getting more of a tighter oval. Of course. Next, we're continuing on with the hair. Elmo has a little straight, little spiked hair. That's not really spiked, but more rounded at the edge. And you just want to follow it down. You know, follow the premise of your picture. And you just want to keep going with the flow with it. Again, you don't have to draw, or not draw, but erase the circle, but just, the circle is your base of your head, and you're just adding on hair. And you will continue to do so to get the definition of the photo and get the best possible outcome for your picture. Here is the reason why this drawing is a little special to me, and that's because my first kid, my daughter, she was, of course, the biggest Sesame Street fan. Took her to SeaWorld to see Elmo's World and take pictures with Elmo, spend time with Elmo. She loved Elmo. And of course, this is my chance to draw her a little something just on a random and give her something she can color, something she can remember or even keep if she likes. And of course, daddy and daughter time always consists of drawing together. So it's definitely something that we want to continue doing and show my little appreciation to my little girl. Now I'm gonna just erase a little bit of excess lines that we don't need anymore, because clearly if we drew the hair already, we don't need the base of it, because clearly the hair will be covering all that up. And anything you kind of erase on accident, you just kind of fix over a little bit. And even when you get on a more advanced wave of drawing, you'll actually be shaded it in, which is very a very good way to get into a detailed picture. Now I'm gonna draw another line here. I still have my straight line down the middle. I'm gonna just draw again right under the nose, just to get, you know, Elmo's classic and most known smile. And honestly, the funny thing about Elmo is I never drew him before. So this is honestly a first. This is honestly steps that I just copy with any picture. Honestly, this line isn't as straight as I want it. Again, as light as possible. The easiest way to clean up your mistakes, if you ask me. But let me draw a straight line. As humanly possible. And go based off that. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get Elmo's beautiful smile. It's very big, so I'm going to just draw a very wide U in a way. And you want to just follow what you like. As you can see, I'm trying to stretch out his smile. Trying to see what makes me the most comfortable with the picture. Okay, I'm gonna restart it from the top because like I said, it won't be perfect, but as long as you're happy with it, it can't be any better than that. So I'm gonna start slower. Okay, I think that's better. I like it very much. It's more tighter, more clean. And now you want to just work on his fur around his mouth, work on his lining, which defines his smile as well. And from what I see, it's just a couple lines. You want to kind of make it round. Gets Elmo smile in it. You just want to work with the pencil and not be so tight. Just go loose with your sways. And last but not least, the eyes. First, let's clean up the eyes just a little bit. Clearly, you don't want Elmo to have some dark circles as if he's tired. Clearly on Sesame Street, you get more than enough sleep to run around with Big Bird and Rosie. So, just fix it up a little bit. And now, you will just draw little circles. And now, you would just darken it up, draw a little pupil. And you want to just fill them in. Honestly, personally, I am terrible drawing eyes. But when it's something simple like this, little circle within a circle, I try to make it as simple as possible. And ta-da. And now you're just going to clean up any SS lines that you have before that helped you make this picture. And voila. Just follow your lines. Now, if you are content with your photo, you can make it darker and even color it. And be ready to hang this on the fridge to impress everyone that comes over, because just like that, you have Elmo from Sesame Street, and of course write your name at their bottom, your little autograph, and give it to your niece, younger brother, sibling, anybody who loves Sesame Street, because who doesn't?